Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Thanks to all of you military and first responders for serving our country. When the majority of the walleye have spawned in the Detroit River, the jigging bite slows down quite a bit. There's still fish out there to be caught jigging. In fact, they're there year-round. But there's a lot fewer fish and you got to work a lot harder for them. My favorite way to catch post-spawn walleye in the river is pulling crawler harnesses. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Let me know, what is your favorite way to catch post-spawn walleye in the Detroit River? That should keep.
How big?
15.
Yep. Hanging over.
Is that 2 fish in 5 minutes? This is a great system. It's super effective. And you really don't have to have expensive equipment or a fancy boat to do it. Any boat that you can get away with safely navigating the river, you can pull crawler harnesses with. Preferably you do need to have a trolling motor. It's going to be a lot more difficult if you don't have an electric trolling motor. That's fish. Feels good too. Well, it's just another little one. May not even keep.
Oh, Andy's easy to get on.
It's going to be real close.
Oh, you had one there.
Yeah, he's a keeper. 16-incher. That's 3 in 15 minutes. You got another one? It's common to find them with beer glasses. They seem like they're getting shorter.
Make sure. Good?
Oh yeah, he's 15. All day long. 4 in 20 minutes. Alright, well I had no idea we'd hammer them. I just thought we'd get into a few, you know. But I'll take it.
5?
That's 5. That's a productive half hour if ever there was one.
Yep. Come on, man.
Did you check him?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's good. What's with his sores all over him?
I don't know.
But basically the system is this. Now I prefer 2-hook crawler harnesses. Most of the crawler harnesses you find commercially produced are going to be 3 foot long, which I find works just fine. A lot of guys like a 4 or a 5 foot crawler harness, but I find that a 3-footer works just fine, and they're a little bit more manageable. So essentially you've got a 3-foot leader, either mono or fluorocarbon. You've got some beads. You've got a Colorado blade on a clevis, and a couple of snelled hooks.
Let's see if you got it. That may be my biggest that you haven't missed.
19 inches. That's been average fish this year.
Yeah.
We've caught a lot of 20 to 22s this year.
Yeah, your players are up here.
Okay. I just didn't see them in the holder. I wondered where they're at. I'm not sure what this is, but it's a good one. Did you see it pull drag out?
Yeah.
It's a walleye.
Wow.
Healthy walleye.
Yeah, it is.
4 pounder.
And I didn't even knock them off for you.
Yeah.
I got a white perch.
That's a decent fish right there.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's longer than my little board. little over 20. All right, pal, we need one more. This should be our last pass. Yeah. Actually, I'm starting to like the way you think. We could actually.
There we go.
That one? That didn't take long.
Guess what it was on? That single one.
Really?
Yeah.
You're starting to think that color's it? Smallmouth. No, I don't know. No, it's a walleye. Decent fish. That's our American limit right there.
That is a decent fish, isn't it?
20 incher. A little over. He's getting balled up in there. And I've talked about this in my videos before, but I find the easiest way to keep my crawler harnesses organized without getting all tangled up, especially now that these things are like $3 a piece. I cut me 15-inch sections of pool noodle. Put your hooks in there, wind them on. Take any old hook you got laying around the garage. Grab the end of your harness, and then just jam that hook into the foam. Now, if you're pulling harnesses in the river, you're going to need a pretty heavy bottom bouncer. Generally, I find myself using either 2.5 ounce or 3 ounce bottom bouncers. When you're pulling harnesses in Lake Erie, you'll find yourself using anywhere from an ounce to 2 ounces. And some of that's going to be based on just how fast you're trolling. When I'm pulling crawler harnesses in the river, I find that it works best to troll with the current. So I'm trolling downstream with the boat, and I'm keeping the boat moving slightly faster than the current. So usually around 2 or 2.5 mile an hour it's enough to get the blades on your crawler harnesses spinning. I generally like to troll downstream at about 2 to 2.5 mile an hour. But as the fish are more or less aggressive, you can experiment with speed and change up as needed. For equipment, you could probably get by with I'm sure you could get by with a fairly heavy duty spinning outfit, but really bait cast gear is ideal for this. Me personally, I like a 7-foot medium bait cast rod, and I spool my bait cast reel with 10 or 12 pound fluorocarbon or mono, or you could spool it with braid and run a mono leader. But hey guys, pulling crawler harnesses in the river is a super efficient way to catch fish. So hey, get out there and give crawler harnesses a try. If you have any questions, leave comments in the comment box below. Let me know in the comment box below, do you pull crawler harnesses in the Detroit River? Is there anything that you do differently that you might recommend differently? This morning I read a verse that is a great verse if you consider yourself a follower of Christ. 1 Corinthians 4:16, I believe, and I'm going to paraphrase because I read it in a couple of different translations, but to paraphrase, the verse essentially says, even though our bodies are decaying and dying, our spirit is renewing every day. That verse should be great comfort to Christians. That verse is a great reminder that we're not perfect, but every day we're working on being perfect. My mission every day is to try to walk closer to God. Hey friends, thanks for watching another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. God bless, tight lines. See you guys on the water.